Good morning, boys and girls. Are you ready for our first trip? Today, you are going to need your suitcase. You are going to need your scrapbook. You're going to need the bag of materials that were in with your packet. And if you could ask an adult to cut out the sticker that says Canada so it looks like this. You're going to need something red to color with. I have a colored pencil. And then you're also going to need something to write with. Okay, I'm going to use a pen just so that way it's darker, so that way you guys can see it. So on our first adventure, I don't know why I chose Canada first and then we're coming back to the US, but that's the way my crazy brain did it. So on our first adventure, our first stop is Canada. It is Canada. And you know how fun Canada is? I went to Canada when I was just a wee tot. I was probably about your age. I don't actually remember a whole bunch of it, but I know that they were speaking a different language and that I did have fun. My brother, we have the same mom, but we have different dads. And so my brother's dad is from Canada, and my brother also played hockey, so we went there for hockey, but we got to visit with my brother's dad's family too. So that was fun. We're going to listen to a little story. This isn't an informational story about Canada. It's just one of their traditional Christmas stories, but it's kind of like a song. And we'll talk a little bit more and compare it to ours after the story. So let's listen.
A Porcupine in a Pine Tree, Canadian 12 Days of Christmas, by Elaine Becker, illustrated by Werner Zimmerman. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a porcupine in a pine tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 caribou and a porcupine in a pine tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 beaver tails, 2 caribou, and a porcupine in a pine tree. On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 calling moose, 3 beaver tails, 2 caribou, and a porcupine in a pine tree. On the fifth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 Stanley cups, 4 calling moose, 3 beaver tails, 2 caribou, and a porcupine in a pine tree. On the sixth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 6 squirrels curling, 5 Stanley cups, 4 calling moose, 3 beaver tails, 2 caribou, and a porcupine in a pine tree. On the seventh day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 7 sled dogs sledding, 6 squirrels curling, 5 Stanley cups, 4 calling moose, 3 beaver tails, 2 caribou, and a porcupine in a pine tree. On the eighth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 8 mounties munching, 7 sled dogs sledding, 6 squirrels curling, 5 Stanley cups, 4 calling moose, 3 beaver tails, 2 caribou, and a porcupine in a pine tree. On the ninth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 9 loons canoeing, 8 mounties munching, 7 sled dogs sledding, 6 squirrels curling, 5 Stanley cups, 4 calling moose, 3 beaver tails, 2 caribou, and a porcupine in a pine tree. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 10 leaves a-leaping, 9 loons canoeing, 8 mounties munching, 7 sled dogs sledding, 6 squirrels curling, 5 Stanley cups, 4 calling moose, 3 beaver tails, 2 caribou, and a porcupine in a pine tree. On the the 11th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 11 puffins piping, 10 leaves a-leaping, 9 loons canoeing, 8 mounties munching, 7 sled dogs sledding, 6 squirrels curling, 5 Stanley cups, 4 calling moose, 3 beaver tails, 2 caribou, and a porcupine in a pine tree. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 cubs a-dancing, 11 puffins piping, 10 leaves a-leaping, 9 loons canoeing, 8 mounties munching, 7 sled dogs sledding, 6 squirrels curling, 5 Stanley cups, 4 calling moose, 3 beaver tails, 2 caribou, and a porcupine in a pine tree. We hope you enjoyed this great Canadian Christmas story.
Oh.
We have
All right. So that was, it's a story. It's a story, but it's also a song. And does it remind you of anything that we have here? We have a 12 Days of Christmas song too, right? Where it's a partridge in a pear tree, and all of the animals and the things are different, but it kind of follows the same. So it's a little bit similar. So what you're going to need today is from your scrapbook, you're going to need your Canada page. Up here it starts with the C, Canada. Okay. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our red coloring utensil, and right here where it says North America, we're going to draw a little line going like this. And then we're going to color all of this up here. May have just colored Alaska, but that's okay. Okay. Canada is in the top part of North America. Okay. And then their flag is also red and white. So we are going to color both sides of the flag red. And then the leaf in the middle is also going to be red. And in the story, if you heard, they said 10 leaves a-leaping, and if you looked at the picture and noticed what leaves they were talking about, it wasn't a leaf that looked like this, but it was a hockey player. Hockey is a really big sport up in Canada, and their hockey team is called the Maple Leafs. This is what kind of leaf this is a maple leaf. And they also had Stanley Cups in the song. And Stanley Cups, if you are not familiar with hockey, is like the trophy that you can win in hockey. Kind of like the Super Bowl has Super Bowl rings. In hockey, you try to play and win the Stanley Cup. So after I color both of my edges of my flag red, I'm going to color the leaf red as well. Okay. In Canada, they celebrate Christmas almost the same way that we do. I'm sure that, like us, different families celebrate it differently into different kinds of things to celebrate within their family. Like we were talking about what we did for Christmas. Some of you go and get real trees. Some of you put up your fake trees. Some of you go to grandma's house. Some people have people come over. Some people don't go anywhere on Christmas. Sometimes we just stay home with the people that we live with. And that's all okay. So, it says that people in Canada speak English, but they also speak French. I just wanted to put that up there. So they say Merry Christmas. So Merry Christmas in English is Merry Christmas. I wonder what Merry Christmas is in French. I'll have to look that up so that way we can figure that out. In most of Canada, Christmas is during the same time it is for us, and they're right above us, so their season is the same. It is during the winter, so you're going to use your your pencil, and we're going to write winter. WINTER. And you can pause the video if you need to finish writing the word. Santa Claus comes to visit children on Christmas Eve. He leaves presents for them under the tree. They have Christmas trees just like we do, so we're going to spell tree, T-R-E-E. All right. And then over here, a lot of people have Christmas dinner. So we're going to do the best that we can and draw a Christmas dinner. Your picture can be the same as mine if you want it to be. I'm going to draw a plate, and then I'm going to draw an oval like this, and then I'm going to make it go like this. Make it be like a triangle, and then a little circle right here. Okay? I drew a ham dinner, and if I color it in, I didn't tell you to have something brown, but the inside of ham isn't that much brown. Afterwards, if you want to color it in, I'm coloring the inside of my ham red and brown because it's a little bit of both. Okay, so here is ham. My family likes ham for Christmas. We also eat ham on Christmas. Maybe we want to draw some, I don't really know how you draw mashed potatoes, but maybe you want to add some mashed potatoes, or you want to add a pumpkin pie. You can add some Christmas dinner things in that circle. Okay, one of Canada's traditions is to have Christmas dinner, and they either have ham or turkey. And I chose to draw ham because I thought that was easier. Okay, if you need to finish writing or drawing or looking at the map, you can pause the video before we go on to make our craft. Okay, all right, for our craft for Canada, you need your pipe cleaner from your baggie and your beads. Okay, you can choose any color that you want to start. I'm gonna put it right on the end, and then I'm gonna fold the pipe cleaner over that bead. I'll show it to you up close in just a second. Can you see how, the pipe cleaner goes through the bead and then I looped it? That's going to make sure that my beads don't fall off, okay? So you don't have to start with a white one. You can start with whatever color you want. And Christmas colors, I'm just going to talk to you while I start stringing my beads on my pipe cleaner, okay? Christmas colors in Canada are the same as Christmas colors here in America. They are red and green and white. And one of the fun things that we can do when we make candy canes is talk about patterns. A pattern is something that repeats itself. So I'm using the same colors and I'm putting them on my candy cane in a repeating order. Okay, let me finish this one. So I started with white, and then I did red, green, white, red, green, white, red, green. What do you think I'm going to put on next? Did you say white? If you did, you're right. Again, you don't have to put your beads on your pipe cleaner in the same way that I am, but try to make a pattern with your pipe cleaner. Okay. And you might have, oops, what am I doing? I don't know. Yeah, that's right.